Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel, and happy Independence Day for everybody here in the United States. In this review, we'll be taking a look at the Pebble Smartwatch, so stay tuned. Now this is going to be more of an unboxing than a review since I just got it. The Pebble Watch is basically the watch that started the smartwatch revolution. Because, you know, there might have been some before it, but ever since this one, all of a sudden, all the major brands, you know, Samsung and Sony and a lot of others started coming out with theirs. The one thing that's different about the Pebble is that it uses the e-ink display, which is the same display that you would find on those Nook or Kindle e-readers where it's black and white, and the advantage of that is that it has extremely good battery life, and number two, you can see it outside because it's a reflective type of display. It doesn't wash out like OLED or LED. So let's take a close look. I purchased this watch at Best Buy for about $150. As you can see, you can customize apps on your phone to work with this. By the way, this communicates with your phone via Bluetooth. You put an app on there and then it starts communicating via Bluetooth. Let's see what else we have on the packaging. It will work with both Android and the iPhone. It has a 5 to 7 day battery life, as opposed to, let's say, the Samsung Gear or one of those others where it's going to be much shorter. If you're lucky, maybe 1 or 2 days. This is water resistant, and the screen, like I said, is an e-paper type of display, is 144 by 168 pixels. This does include a USB charger, which connects to it magnetically, and we'll see that shortly. So let's get this off and start opening it. The main reason why I bought this watch is because sometimes my phone goes off in my pocket, I don't hear it, or I have it on vibrate, and it could be just gas. I don't even know that it's the phone vibrating. There's no phone that vibrates enough for me to know that it's going off. So this is a way where I could see on my arm, you know, if I have important emails, texts, or if my phone went off, which is the main reason why I am purchasing this. And now reviewing it. So that's sort of how it's packaged. Now there are some other ones. This does come in red and white, and they just came out with a silver or metal cased one, but that thing was like $220 as opposed to this one, which was $150. So I can't spend much more than that, or I'm not rich yet doing this gig. So let's see. We have the power cord here, and the nice thing about this, I was very intrigued, they sort of seem to be inspired a little bit by Apple, in that the supposedly the menu system or the display is inspired a little bit by the old Mac, and they also decided to use the magnetic connector to this. Let's see how that works. I think you're supposed to, there we go, sort of just goes whoop, and it holds on magnetically to charge up. So we have some other paperwork in here. It looks like we have a product information. I'm not sure if it's a manual or not. I see a 1-year limited warranty, and this looks like a quick start guide. So I'm going to go ahead and go through all of this real quick, charge it up, and then we'll go ahead and see it in action. Well, as soon as I plugged this in, it came up with this message to install the Pebble app, and it says to get it at go.getpebble.com. Now I went ahead and just brought up my cell phone here, and you can see there is the app, the Pebble app. So I'm going to go ahead and install this. Now that it's installed, I'll go ahead and open the application. And I did go online according to the instructions and created a Pebble account. So I'm going to go ahead and select I have a Pebble account, or you had the other option to just go ahead and create it there. So I'm going to go ahead and log on, and I'll be right back. So now that I'm logged in, it's given me a choice to connect to the Pebble via Bluetooth, and here's all my Bluetooth stuff, and it's nowhere in there, but it's given me the option right down here to pair new Pebble. says make sure that the Pebble is turned on. If you're a brand new user, you'll see this screen, which I see right here. Continue once your Pebble is turned on and nearby. So it's basically communicating with the Bluetooth in the phone to try to talk to the Pebble. And, well, it showed up right there, Pebble. And it's asking to pair, and I'll click pair. And I guess I gotta hit the up button. By the way, it has buttons on the side, so I guess this check mark right here, I'll have to hit that. There we go. And it's paired. And it says ready for update. And here it's saying make sure that your Pebble is fully up to date. I'll have it checked now. And it looks like it's right out of the box doing I guess a firmware update. And down here it's saying percentage, it's at 30%. I'll actually tape this so you can sort of see what a out-of-box experience is all about here. I'll just leave this all real time. It's going to make for a more boring video, but at least you'll see what you're going to get for your $150. By the way, at the end of this video, I'm going to throw in some fireworks. In my state, I'm only allowed to have some pretty lame ground-based fireworks since it's Independence Day, and what's an Independence Day video without fireworks? So if you're wondering why this video posted so late, there you go. I had to wait till it got dark, or fireworks just you know, just ain't as much fun at daytime as it is at nighttime. Unless you're like shooting rockets at other people, then it's always fun. And it says loading. Here we go. Alright, it says hello, you just upgraded your Pebble to version 2.3, and here it indicates that it is updated. And I'll hit continue. Now it says there may be apps on the Pebble, and in the app locker you should be upgraded. The next step is to check for these, so I'll go ahead and hit check now. So I guess these are sort of like apps that I can install onto the Pebble. Look at that. Well, you know what? I like Yelp. So, I think I'll go ahead and click add. And that's added. I already have Yelp on my phone here. I've been meaning to check out Foursquare. You know, I've been finding some really awesome apps lately. I might do a video just on some of the cool apps that I found lately. Oh, look at this. Pebble Cards. You can customize RSS feeds, news, calendar. You know what? I like that. I'm going to go ahead and add that too. And what else do we have? They have, I guess those are watch faces. Pandora, I have Pandora. I might as well just add everything. Now I don't have Foursquare on here, so I'm not going to add that. So I think that's all we'll go ahead and do right now. I'm sure I could come back later and add more. Alright, it says app install complete, installation complete, hitting continue. And enable notifications. Sure, we'll go ahead and enable notifications. I'll tell it always, I guess. Always. Oh, I guess I gotta hit each of these. Complete action, accessibility settings. Always. Alright. Well, this might get a little too boring, so I'll go through the rest of this and I will be right back. Actually, I just hit the back button and it came to this, so I don't think I need any accessibility things enabled. I'm not handicapped or anything. Next, it wants to go ahead and enable email notifications, which would be nice. I could see when somebody posts something on my YouTube channel, because I read everybody's, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, now it says try sending a sample notification to the Pebble. So let's go ahead and do a sample text message. And look at that. Did you see that? That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to zoom in there a little bit so you can see that. So it says Manuel Diaz has subscribed to you on YouTube. Huh. Let's do a text message. Actually, that was an actual email. So my new subscriber, Mr. Manuel Diaz, got to see his, got to see this in the first video that he watches since after he subscribed. Is going to him. I can't talk. It's going to be him popping up on my phone, subscribing to my channel. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what a phone call looks like. That's what a phone call look like. What will an email look like? Just like that. That is really cool. I'm going to go ahead and continue. And we're all done. It says tap here to open navigation menu. I could get faces, get apps. App locker, you can store more apps in your phone, blah blah blah. So these are the apps that I already installed. Pandora, the Modern Faces, Pebble Cards, and Yelp. So these apps, alright, so I guess what I'll do is go ahead and play with this a little bit, just with what I put on here, just to get familiar with it. So, and I guess I need to set up notifications. So enable accessibility. Pebble's accessibility service is required to send notifications to your watch. Hit OK. So I guess I do need to enable the accessibility stuff. So I'll go ahead and finish that up, play with this a little bit, and then come back and I'll show you the watch specifically. One thing to show you here is how to upload those applications that I had downloaded to the phone. When you go into My Pebble and you go to the, I think I did settings, My Pebble, and you have those apps will be in your locker here. You have to upload them to the phone. So like I still have 2 more left here, so I would hit this and hit the load, and then you'll see like this thermometer come up. And actually this one I tried earlier and it failed. I don't know why this one continues to fail. So whoops, now I got to go back and open that up. Let's try the Pandora application, because the other 2 worked fine. So we hit load. Huh. And of course the 2 that I try on camera fail. So I don't know what the issue is with that. Now of course, because I'm off camera, the thing loaded. The one called Cards. Seriously, I just hit the button and it loaded. And the Cards is asking me all this information here. Let's see, I think weather, I want to do Fahrenheit. So I'm going to fill local weather, vibrate on disconnect. Let me see if there's anything else I want to change here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up real quick. So I've been playing with this for a little bit, and again, this is not a review, this is just an unboxing, but I was just sort of trying to get familiar with this. So you have one button here, which is the back button, and then you have your up down buttons and your select button in the middle. So if I hit this middle button, you can see I have all these choices in a menu, and let's say I want to change the watch face. I'll select that, and I could change it to, let's say, classic analog, and I'll go ahead and select it. It says selected, and then I can back up to my screen, and I have a simple screen. Again, you could go into alarms. You have notifications, music, so I could see all the different notifications, read them. You could see YouTube right there, and there was a text message, the text message, which I already showed you what that looked like, but you could see how that all works. I'm going to go ahead and back up one. You could set alarms, you select watch faces, your settings, and then your other apps, like I installed Yelp and Cards, Pandora. So really nice, a little bit it's just really nice, and it's nice to know that I don't have to charge this every day like some of the other ones, and I can see this outside. It's not going to white out with like the LED or OLED type screens. I'm going to go ahead and change my watch face back to the I think it's the modern one, is the one that I had originally selected. I like having the weather and the day and date on there. Really nice. Let's take a close look at that. You know, although it says the resolution is only, what did it say on the box? It wasn't like some crazy amount of resolution. I don't know where it is now. Here it is. 144, you can't see that, 144 by 168. It really does, you know, have a pretty nice display. You know, it doesn't, you know, I mean, if you look really close, you could see little squares there. I could probably zoom in a little bit and you could see some pixels, but when you're looking at it like a normal watch at a normal distance from your eyes, you really don't see it. And again, if you start cramming in more pixels and everything, that's going to affect your battery life. That's more pixels that have to be refreshed, and that'll increase your battery usage. So I think they found a good balance here, and they also, you know, chose that to keep the cost down. But I'm sure with newer versions, they'll have higher amount of pixels per screen and still be able to keep it at a affordable price. So I don't know if I showed the back there, but there's the back. And again, nice magnetic little doodad right there. That is so cool. Here it is next to a regular watch, so it's not overly big and clunky like some of those watches are. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Pretty nice. Now there are a lot of extra apps you could download to put different things on here. I mean, there's a large selection since the Pebble's been around for a while. Canvas for Pebble, and then I downloaded this Fitbit Pro for Pebble or whatever, and it actually it took a little finessing. It would be a long video just to show you how I did it, but I have here the bottom of this is reflecting the amount of steps that I took that got recorded from my Fitbit, so I could read it right off of here instead of having to pull out my cell phone or looking at my Fitbit itself. So we have this is funny because this is a lot of technologies talking to a lot of other technologies. I have my Fitbit here, okay, that does a Bluetooth sync to my phone, and then my phone Bluetooth syncs to the Pebble, and then I could go ahead and read the amount of steps right off there. So a lot of Bluetooth stuff going on. Really, really interesting. So before we wrap things up, I just wanted to show you all the different apps that are available that work with the Pebble. So again, because it's been around for a very long time, there's already a lot of apps out there. You're not, you know, going into a new technology with a new device, and then you have to wait for developers to make applications for it. The Pebble's been around for a very long time, and there are a lot of people developing for this. So there are a lot of things that work with it. Runkeeper, very popular health and fitness application. Foursquare, very popular. I need to check Foursquare out. I haven't. Look, I just got a new subscriber, Skater 12. And you can see how that just popped up there by itself. So cool. But you can see there are a lot of applications here. Music Boss. What else? Lots of things. Yelp. So just wanted to battery and lifetime. I think I need that. I have no way of knowing. I'm sure this thing indicates when the battery is low, but really nice. Okay, so let's wrap things up. What I need to do is start the fireworks. I know I said off to the fireworks, but I wanted to show you how an app uploads. So I had downloaded an app. It shows up in your locker. Click this, you hit load, and then you'll see it load up. And you can see how that sort of comes up. You can see that like teal color coming up, and when you're done, bang, it's loaded on there. So I just wanted to show that before I went ahead off to the fireworks. And as far as finding apps, you know, when you open up the Pebble program, you have Get Apps. And again, I showed you this. If you select See All, for the love of Pete, you can basically, I think, because you know what, it's downloading something now, inadvertently, because I pressed it before it was done loading. But you can see there's an enormous amount of apps. Now, since it went ahead and downloaded it, you'll see how if I back up and go back to my Pebble, you'll see it sitting in the one I just downloaded. It should be sitting in the locker. Huh. Maybe not. I guess, you know, their app needs a little bit of work, I think. Just a little bit. Oh, actually, you know what? Is that it? Yeah, it did automatically upload it. It's a list of simple timers. You know what? I don't need that. So actually, I'm going to show you how to unload that since I inadvertently loaded it. You can see how bang it went down to the locker, and I guess I could probably delete that out of the locker by hitting the delete key, tap again to delete, and that's gone. So you got to see, you know, how you install, how you uninstall, how you inadvertently select an application and get it to your phone by mistake. But I just wanted to show all that. Okay, now really to the fireworks. So this is what we're going to shoot off. This is basically the best that I could get in the state that I live in. They're large ground fireworks, so it'll just sort of be a fancy shower of sparks. Ty likes them. Well, it sounds like the rest of the neighborhood is also firing off their fireworks. I thought I'd go ahead and close this out here. Two other things I wanted to add to this video before I signed off was the watch right here has a motion detector, so you can see how that will light it up right there. And I went ahead and added a, as you can see there, and the picture that's the icon for this video, I added like the Star Trek LCARS type of dial, or watch face, or whatever you want to call it. Here, let me let you take a closer look here real quick. Go ahead and take this watch off. Right there. And what I like about this face is that it shows whether or not you have a Bluetooth connection over here. It tells you how much battery you got. It tells you what day of the week, the date, as well as the time in a cool LCARS kind of interface. The other thing I wanted to point out before I close this down was that you only could load up to 8 apps into this, or actually apps / watch faces. But you can go ahead and, you know, save, you know, you could unload them and save them in your locker and just upload the ones that you want. And there's some apps out there that could do multiple things. So if you are a person that has likes to have a lot of functionality, you could choose those multi-function apps, and 8 should be enough. But just wanted to point that out. Again, this is not a review, this is an unboxing. So there are other videos out there, a lot of videos of the Pebble that could probably give you more specifics. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you on this very happy Independence Day. So take care.